restaurants, they spend millions and millions of dollars on advertisement. Because the food they're advertising, you're never going to get. It's like going to see a model walking on the catwalk, and she has expensive clothes on. She's got the beautiful hairdo, the perfect makeup, perfect lipstick, perfect figure. When she's not working, she does not look like that. When they're not working, they look like they're on crack. So it's the same thing when you go out for seafood. I love seafood, so when I go to a seafood restaurant and I see a menu with beautiful lobster, nice and red and juicy, with the meat sticking out of the claws, with butter pouring on it, that's what I expect to get on my plate. Like that model on the runway, the lobster I'm going to get is probably 3 times smaller, okay, and it's got no meat inside, and it looks nothing like the menu. So what I'm going to do is, from now on, when I go out for lobster, I'm going to tell them that I want my lobster to be brought to me before it's killed. I want to meet my lobster. I want to find out what kind of life it had. If my lobster was in a concentration camp, I don't want it. I don't want it because it starved to death. And after I meet my lobster and have a one-on-one with my lobster, then I'm going to put my lobster in an x-ray machine and find out how much meat it has. I am not going to fall victim to a concentration camp lobster that's skinny and be served to my plate. No way, Jose. My next conversation has to do with obese people. I don't mean like 300 pound, I mean 500 or 600 pound people that are in a relationship. I know, it's none of our business. But we're all human, even the obese people. Sometimes I'd be walking in the mall or down the street, and I notice an obese couple walking holding hands. Now, did they both meet while they were obese? Or they got obese together? So anyways, let's cut to the chase. What I'm trying to get at here is, how can these two people have sex? A few of my friends came up with some ideas. One of my friends said, they must have some kind of cable system attached to their ceilings. My other friend said, they must have some kind of hydraulic system in their bed. And somebody else said, they probably have a crane, like a small crane in their room. Well, you know what I think? I think it's probably a combination of all the three. Yeah, so I love animals. Sometimes I'd be driving somewhere in the country, and I'd be saving a bird or a turtle or a rabbit or something. Sometimes I think that's my calling in life. Rescuing animals from getting hit by a car. So one day I'm driving to work in the morning, and I saw this turtle. getting off the sidewalk and crossing the street to go to the lake on the other side. So I went by him. I said, should I go pick him up? Yeah. So I made a U-turn, went back down there, and I spotted him. Immediately I picked him up, and I put him in the lake. But this was a special turtle. So, the next day, I'm going to work. And I saw the same exact turtle. I knew it was the same because of spots on it. I'll never forget it. So, I stopped, picked up the turtle, and put it back in the lake. Every time I did this, it made me feel special, like I cared, you know, like I was doing something good. I did this for 5 straight days to the same freaking turtle. On the 6th time I did this, the turtle saw me and it hid behind some bushes. I'm like, what the hell? So I parked my car and I said, hey, I see you behind the bushes. Let's go. So as I'm picking it up, it's scratching me and trying to bite me. I'm like, why is this turtle mad at me for? I just want to take it to its lake. So it finally dawned on me, this turtle was only going to work. So anyways, I've always loved animals. Birds, snakes, cats, dogs, raccoons, you name it. When I was a little kid, I went for a walk in the woods and I saw this pigeon. And it wasn't flying, it was trying to fly, but it kept falling. So I chased it and I finally caught it and I'm looking at it. I'm like, did you hurt your wing? I was actually talking to this bird. So I'm only 13 or 14 years old. So anyways, I'm looking at the turtle real closely and I saw a hole right here in its head. So I took it home and I wrapped its head with a bandage. And finally, somebody saw the bird with bandage wrapped around its head. It's like, what's wrong with that bird? I said, I found it in the woods, it can't fly, and it's got a hole in its head. So this guy gets the bird, he goes, that's not a hole in its head, that's his ears. Yeah, so if you guys enjoy my daily comedy, short jokes, long jokes, reality jokes, hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that bell to get my new uploads on a daily basis. Thank you very much.